Hey everyone, I'm DisturbingPuppet, and this is Ragtag Crew. So this is a game that I saw Splattercat did a quick video on, and then I saw that you could actually get into the playtest on this, so I just kind of asked, and they said, yeah, sure. And you can just do that right through Steam, so just kind of click on it, and it was just immediate, so I'm sure it's just automated. They have no idea who I am. So if you want to try this out, you can too. Just go there and click on the Enter Playtest, and if they've got openings, they will do that. This is a pretty cool RPG turn-based combat rogue-lite kind of combo. It's kind of limited the characters you have. I'm assuming there'll be some more later. There's some cool kind of scenarios and things you'll come across. There's some pretty decent fights so far that you have in here. But let's start with a new game. I'm going to skip the tutorial because we've seen that before if you've checked out Splattercat's video, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So, interesting thing here, we have different characters. So we pick from 4 characters, and then we pick from a personality. You can only have one personality per group. So the personalities affect events when you come across them. So right now we've basically got kind of the default dude here, and this guy, we can look at his abilities. Basic attack, he's got a way to get enemies to attack him, and then he can hit somebody, and he'll do additional damage if they plan to attack. We have a rogue, so she has an evade here, which will also then increase her attack power after that. Basic attack, and then a sneak attack, which will do additional damage if no one is targeting her. We have a, what is he called, a veteran. So this guy has a basic attack. He has a way to get additional ability power, which affects attacks and things, and then can reduce the damage enemies do. And then we have the Technomancer. So she has a basic attack. She can shield other people, and then she can make other people more likely to get hurt. So the first group I went with was the Savage, Rogue, and the Technomancer. And basically, I just kind of drew all the attacks onto the Savage and then shielded him up, which worked pretty well. And then the Rogue here, would do extra damage when she attacked people who I don't know why the name's changed. So she would do additional damage if people were not focusing on her. So when you pick the personalities, this is sort of like it's going to affect when you have events and things that pop up. You don't have a way to sort of make different decisions. You'll just sort of have to deal with it based on the personalities that you have in your group. So I'm going to go with this guy who I changed the name of last time. So we'll make him back to Crom, which I like. I'm going to take him. The last group I took was the Savage, the Rogue, and the Technomancer. This time I'm going to take Savage, Rogue, and Veteran, just kind of see how that goes. So, Crom. Crom, Daredevil, brave and always ready to fight. So there's positives and negatives for each of these. Egghead, smart and arrogant. And if we click on it, it'll show you different stats down here. So those different skills, athletics, investigations, knowledge. Knowledge was actually pretty helpful. And I think that came from the Egghead, which is what I had on the Technomancer before. I might put that, I don't know if Crom really fits for that. Eye Catcher, well, let's talk Egghead. Smart and arrogant, he knows many things, won't hesitate to share the knowledge after he's done laughing at your stupidity. Eye Catcher, a charming smooth talker who likes attention so much he'd give away his last shirt, which isn't always in your best interest. Hermit, pacifist who travels with a giant lizard and resents fighting. Guess what your party will be doing on a daily basis. And Lone Wolf, cautious loner. Vigilance is useful, but why travel with a company if you hate company? So I think what I'm going to do, probably either Eye Catcher. Daredevil seemed like it was problematic when I had seen it before. So we've got some bonuses to persuasion. We've got some bonuses to athletics. Let's do that for our first slot. Second slot, we will take Sarah, who I changed the name of before, but I can't remember what I picked. And I kind of like the Lone Wolf. We get a little bit extra stealth. If we go Egghead, that does give me a decent amount of knowledge and some stealth. Let me see what he's got. So 3 and 3. She's at 2, 3, and 2. Yeah, maybe it would be better. Let's take, yeah, Ray's fine. Ray as our egghead. And then we'll take Sarah here as a loner. So we have some stealth options. So we kind of see down here positives and negatives. Trust issues. Initially doesn't trust rest of the crew. Some things can kind of affect that. I do also like that the picture here actually changes depending on what your personality is, which is kind of cool. Definitely a nice touch. All right, I'm rambling a bit. Let's hit the road. We're going to go basic. So we've got kind of our setup here. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I think the other setup would be better. We're drawing attacks, getting armor, shielding up the guy, and then attacking more. All right. Every adventure has a beginning. Yours was buying a map that leads to a cache somewhere across the desert. Supposedly the cache holds immense riches. That's it. That's your motivation for the journey. Probably wouldn't sound so noble to some people. Those people never lived in poverty. Okay, so we have our map here. This is actually different than last time, so that's kind of cool. So even playing in this, it's different. So we've got food, which we need to rest. We've got cash, and you can actually rest anywhere, which is kind of cool. So we'll get some health back from doing that. So we have a basic wasteland up ahead. There's an oasis for some rations. There's a wretched land, so kind of a dangerous spot. Settlement. Maybe we head... I don't know if I can actually move it further down. It doesn't look like I can move it, at least not as far as I can tell. We've got one item to start with, and that will bring somebody back who's down at 60% health. I think we're going to go up this way, hit the oasis, because I don't think I went to one last time. All right. Well, this is new. What's that? Dune creatures are ravaging a group of helpless victims. You rush to help, or maybe to finish the victims off and loot them. Opinions differ on the motive. So this is actually cool. This is the second run I did, and the first one was the same as that I saw in the Spider-Cat video. This one is different, so playing through this, we've got some different stuff. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, these things are nasty. Okay, so up top we can see all the different enemies and who they're going to attack. All of you guys get to go before the enemies do. At least that was the way it worked. So I can see you're going to attack this dude for 1, you're going to attack for 2 to 3, 2 to 3 on her, and 2. So she gets a benefit if she's not attacked. I could avoid the attacks with her. It might only avoid 1. Yeah, just the next enemy action targeting you. I could draw an attack onto him, which is probably what we want to do because it also armors him up. You can reduce damage and do some damage. So what the heck are these things? Okay. So if they lose health from the attack, they get life loss 1. So it's kind of a bleed effect that does 1 point of damage every turn. This, no passive abilities. This guy targets enemies with the lowest health, target enemy with the lowest health. So the things that are most likely that I could kill would be one of these guys. Let me draw one of them. And of course, this is like even before alpha, so some of the sound effects and things are a little bit basic, and I'm assuming some of that's going to change. I do have the music turned down quite a bit, but there is game music as well. So I'm not sure if it's going to be that easy to hear. So now, at least he's going to suck some. Not much I can do. We could try to kill this guy. You're attacking her for 2 to 3 damage. How much is a basic attack from you? 1 to 3, 5% crit chance. So this is 2 to 3, 5% crit, and reduce the attack. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, 2 damage. This is going to do 2. It would do enough if nobody was targeting me, but that guy is targeting me. So unfortunately, I can't kill anybody. I've only got 1 attack coming at me, so I might dodge it, and then next turn I can do more damage. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Hey, a miss. Spreading the damage around, not so great. Okay, he's going to do 0 to 1 damage to every enemy. Enemy ability power is reduced by 1 to 2 until the end of the turn. So he's going to make everybody just get less effective, which definitely sucks. So we want to kill that guy. You're going to do more damage now. So right now it's 4 damage. Let me go ahead and just kill this dude. I can draw an attack again, which I think is what I'll do. We'll pull you, which I should have done before this, but it doesn't really matter. If this is still an attack, I think it's going to count. Okay, you're not doing anything. Why are you not doing anything? Oh, you're doing 1 to him. Okay, gotcha. Well, I could just do some straight up damage. There's at least a 5% crit chance here. I can do some extra ability power to somebody else. That's not bad. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just do some damage, I think. I don't like this dude. Let's see what I can do. Alright, I thought we'd shoot him, but apparently we're going to hit him with the butt of the rifle instead. Okay, so all of our ability power's down. Everyone is going for my rogue, which I'm not a huge fan of. This guy does more damage if people are targeting him. Fortunately, nobody's targeting me right now. And we're doing 0 to 2 damage right now. That's pretty darn bad. Okay, let's pull you off my rogue. I could give her additional ability power, which would mean some damage, and then have her do an attack, but I don't think it's enough to kill anybody. Yeah, right now it's 0. So I could do maybe 2 points of damage. That would be about it. So I might as well just dodge. No one's attacking him, so I could get some free damage in, I guess. I'm going to keep working on this guy. And you just dodge. Ow. Yeah, this fight is not going super well. Much tougher than the fight before. I think having the force field armor shielding combo with this guy works really, really well. This, not so much. I haven't seen a way to do like tons of damage. Okay, you are being targeted, so you're only going to do... Well, you're at 4, so I don't need to boost anything. I could kill something else, though. Do I want to kill this guy or this guy? Because I could boost her with him. Yeah, he's doing more damage. Let's do that. Let's boost you. So now doing 6. Just straight up kill you off. There is that small crit chance, but I haven't seen it come up that often. It's like 5% most often. And then... I mean, they're already attacking me, so I will do a decent amount of damage. So it should do 4. As long as it hits. Alright, so a few of them out of the way. And again, we had some abilities down, but he actually managed to dodge. Alright, you're being attacked, so I could hit for some damage. You, we might as well just boost. Well, I could decrease his damage too. Let's decrease his damage. So now he's going to do 0 damage. He's still being attacked, so it should still give him the benefit for the damage. Oh, except that's locked, because I need to use this. So the abilities, some of the abilities you can only use once, and then you've got to reset them, so this refreshes all the other abilities. I don't really have to worry about it. Let's just smack. Do some damage. I actually got a crit there for 2 points of damage. Yeah, he keeps dropping our ability power down, which is really crappy. Alright, so we're all going to get smacked around. I think that should count as an attack. But I can't do that. Maybe I should have used the challenge last time. Well, let's boost you. You can go ahead and do as much as you can. And then I'm going to hope we're going to get enough damage here. Yep, it always figures 1 point short. Alright, somebody's got to be able to do 1 point. Zero to 1. 0 to 1. 0. 0 to 1. Well, something's got to work. There we go. Okay, so someone will randomly get to level up, it seems like, after every engagement. So for you, what do we have? 1,000 cuts. 1 damage to an enemy, give them life loss 2. So they're going to bleed out 2 damage every single turn. That's pretty decent. Finishing blow, exhaust all abilities to deal 4 to 5 damage to an enemy affected by ability power, so it could go higher. That's decent, and then I can just reset that stuff with my kind of taunt. Coup de grace, 3 damage to an enemy, extra 3 if they have life loss effect. Okay, I could see that kind of working with other stuff, depending on other skills. So it's other people, I had the rogue could also get some stuff that had life loss. So I kind of like 1,000 cuts. Finishing blow isn't bad either. If I had some life loss already, I might go for coup de grace. 1 Now, I'm mostly taunting with him, so I could do this and then taunt after, but then I'm giving up a chance to do some damage or draw some damage from other people, so it's potentially dangerous. I like this because I could do this and then still draw, and then the enemy's going to keep taking damage. So I think I'm going to go for that. Ah, sweet victory. Except there's no one to save or finish off. The victims were long dead. Bones shine through torn scavenger gear. Your unluckier colleagues. Wait, those creatures, they weren't beasts of prey, they were scavengers. So were their victims. Everyone's a scavenger these days. I wonder if this counts as cannibalism. What I mean is, the beasts didn't kill that party. Something else did. Nothing horrible bursts from the ground below to eat you. All you find is an innocent-looking trinket in one of the scavenger's pockets. None of you know what it does, but it's absolutely positively, definitely couldn't have been the thing to murder a group of competent scavengers in an instant, so you pocket it anyway. Unknown device. So we have a chance here. So we can loot their bodies. So this is basically we can use either investigation or willpower skill for an easy skill check, or we can just bury them. Let's loot. So it actually give me the chance and show me you've got a 30% chance because you've got no skill, 95% chance because you've got investigation, and 50% chance there with one investigation. So we'll take the 95. Success. Scavenging is like your whole thing, but holy cosmos can it be revolting. And somehow you suspect that there might be something immoral about untangling the last earthly possessions from a person's half-rotten intestines, but hey, the living need to live. Got a stun baton. Basic attack refreshes abilities. Okay, cool. So who do I want to give this to? So we have a couple of equipment slots. So basic attack refreshes abilities. I was doing his a little bit. Suppressive fire is pretty good. I haven't really used hers. I'm typically always going to do the sneak attack if I can, or the avoid contact. So maybe we'll give it to Ray. And I can just take it off if I want. I did use his a little bit too, but I now have some other abilities. Yeah, let's give it to Ray. It's not a great card, but it's not bad, or item. All right. And that's it. So if I want to, I can rest now, and it'll even show me if I want to do it. It's going to cost me 4 food. I've got 14, so it's not too bad. I think I can get through another fight, hopefully without a problem, but if somebody does go down, then that could be an issue. I've got one way to deal with it. And I have this, but I have no idea what it does. All right, let's go to the next wasteland and see how it goes. As you walk along a narrow road winding through very unpleasant bushery, someone hails you. Gang leader. Oi, ain't free passing through our lands. Bandits demanding a toll. They have that kind of accent and everything. So I can just pay them. Gang savviness, so rogue chance. And I could even look. I know. Must be stealth. Or it could just be something she can do. We can also try to intimidate them using persuasion or willpower, and it's an easy check. So what do I want to do? I might go gang savviness. Bald Gecko, what a surprise! Doesn't your brother know you're here? I think I should go back and tell him. I can't move forward after all with you barring the way. You can have a nice big family reunion and everything. The gang leader goes pale, and in 2 seconds the gang evaporates. Huh, and they taught you matter can't just disappear without a trace. Sarah gets +1 morale. Oh, we've also got a morale system I forgot to mention. So we have morale up here. Let's take a look. So at this point, we're just kind of neutral, 0% accuracy. If we're negative, it'll go down. If we're positive and we're happy, we get bonus accuracy. So Sarah's fitting in even though she's a loner and she's happy, I guess because she got to use a skill. So we next have an oasis. Let's check that out. I don't know if I actually went to one before. The luxuriousness of these hunting grounds is communicated through the fine language of a half-destroyed robot propped in the middle. Likely hint at what the owners intend to do with intruders. 6 eyes are better than 2, but a hunting party might alert the owners. Just scout around like super cautiously. Below normal. So I have it. Looks like a 95%. It's going to show me there. Hunt as a group. Very easy. 95%. Send a single hunter. I mean, I've got a pretty good check here, so it doesn't really matter too much. Scout around. Success. Someone's probably taking care of these grounds, so abusing them would be like theft. You shoot a single screecher, which is not theft, obviously, and leave the hunting ground safely behind. 14 extra food. All right, we're totally set. Cool. All right, so if I want to, I go ahead and rest, and I think I will just in case, because I've got a ton of food. I'm only going to use 4 to rest, so why not? Time to have some rest. The simple joy of not dying of exhaustion. -4 food, health fully recovered. Sarah notices Crom rummaging through her things. You knew it. You can't think of a single normal reason for a person to invade someone else's privacy like that. He must be planning something foul. Poisoning your food, maybe? So we can throw the food away or avoid provoking the party and do nothing. Go that way. You don't throw food away in a desert. You just don't. That'd probably murder you for that if you tried. Still, the sleep isn't good that night, and you're pretty sure you feel a burning in your stomach. Definitely so. Ugh. So -1 morale, so we're back down to neutral with her. That's too bad. Okay, but all of our health is up. We're good to go. Crom is just the kind of person to overturn a random stone and find a hidden cache of food beneath. Must be from another scavenger group. Later, you'll think if karma will balance out by an equally random stroke of bad luck. Now you ponder the real dilemma. Do you eat the old and likely spoiled food? Let's just leave it. The universe never grants gifts like that. It just doesn't happen. I don't like it. I hate this delicious, enticing, nutrient-rich, totally free food. You hear me? I hate it. It's all rotten and we'll get sick. So pick the unspoiled food. So I guess separating out what's fine. And we have an okay chance, investigation and knowledge. Just eat it. Probably not a great idea. But it looks like I have a 70% chance to avoid getting sick because of my athletic skill. Let's try to pick out. Yeah, so we can use our knowledge and investigation to get a 95% on that, just to pick out the nasty stuff. Ray sorts through the food. It takes a while, but surprisingly, the unexpected balancing stroke of bad luck that you all anxiously expect doesn't happen. All you get is free food and good mood. All right, Ray gets morale. So it seems like if you do something useful, you get a morale bonus, but then other things possibly give you negative stuff. So you sometimes do have some choices, but it's mostly about like whose skills you want to use. Some of the stuff that comes up is really just based on your personality and the skill points that you have based on the personalities. Crom, didn't I tell you sometimes free food is just free food? I think my foresight warrants a free personal ration, so I'm grabbing some. And before you object, don't. Crom now respects Ray. I don't know what that does or how it affects things, but sure. This is new. On a cliff, you find a nest full of huge brown eggs. Surprisingly, there's also an old rusty robot next to it. Mama Bird and Papa Bird probably brought it as a gift for their unborn babies. The unborn babies that are probably very delicious with lizard meat and salt. Steal the eggs, we can do as kind of a stealth check, 70%. Dismantle the robot. I've got tons of food, so I don't really need the food. Let's dismantle the robot. So I've only got about a 50% chance. Hey, success! Ray improves stealth and knowledge. Sweet. Ray's hands are fast and precise, like a surgeon. He cracks the shell. Could be cracking eggs now. The machinery inside still works. Fortunately, Ray knows how to turn it off, and in a couple of minutes, you'll leave the place with a decent load of scrap in your backpacks. And no eggs. +5 gold. Got a chameleon cloak. -15% accuracy against you. That's pretty decent. Okay, who wants a good chance to dodge? Sarah's kind of weak. Not a lot of health, so I think we'll give it to her. So there's a chance people just miss me, but it's not a huge chance or anything. Okay, I've got no choice next. What do we have ahead? Den, particularly dangerous enemies, and particularly bountiful rewards. Training camp, spend your hard-earned Zen creds to upgrade skills or get battle levels. That's pretty good. Then a shelter. Then the final thing. All right, let's see what we got here. I had this pop up before. So as the party camps, Sarah notices a swelling on Crom's forearm and demands to take a look. Crom recoils with a scream. That's not like him at all. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so. Ah. Ray, I know this type of discoloration. That's a skin burrower, kind of parasite, desert creature. We need to get it out immediately. Pluck it out by force. Not a great chance. Distract, then remove. Stealth or persuasion. Pour cold water on it. Intelligence. Okay, I mean, that seems like a good check. Splash. With painful jerking motions, the insect digs itself out of Crumb's body, falls to the ground, and burrows immediately. Indeed, desert creatures hate all things cold and wet. Ray's face is an open book, an enthralling story of how your band of misfits clearly doesn't deserve his brilliance. Infuriating. Ray gets extra morale. Nice. Okay. You'd think that would make Crumb like him a little better. The option I took before was use force, which I thought meant like use force to pull it out. Instead, it meant knocking the person out and then taking it from them. So yeah, sometimes open to interpretation. All right, let's head to the training camp. That sounds like a good idea. What an odd place for a Technomancer guild, yet here it is, a place of civilization where you can have a short breather and even study a bit, as long as you can tolerate the derisive stares of the oh-so-learned staff. All right, training camp. Spend your hard-earned zinc credits, upgrade skills, or get battle levels. So we can upgrade straight skills, but I'm not sure. We're pretty close to the end here, so I'm not sure that's super helpful. 2 battle levels. +1 everyone's investigation. Battle level. You're a level 2, apparently. Yeah, we want to at least get skills for everybody here. Let's see what Ray can get. Gives an ally +1 armor and +1... Wait, gives an ally +1 armor and +1 until the end of turn. What does the separate +1? Each ally can only be affected once. I think that needs some more clarification. I'm not understanding that. All right, shield to the head. Null your shields to deal 3 to 4 damage to an enemy. 3 to 4 damage +1 for each shield. I don't have any ways to get shields, so there's that. Finishing blow. Exhaust abilities to do 4 to 5 damage. This is really weak if it's only +1 armor. I mean, armor does reduce every attack that comes in, I think. So it's not shields. It might be +1 armor and +1 shield, but it doesn't actually say that. So I'm not sure. So shields suck up a hit and then are gone, kind of like block in a lot of games. The armor actually reduces the damage you take. This, I mean, at least it does 3 to 4 damage, but yeah, there's that. I might take finishing blow just to maybe do something else. If this is armor and shield, it's okay. Yeah, let's take finishing blow. Oh, I'm actually going to go up 2 levels. All right, so I have more options. Safe haven. Give an ally 4 shields. Give 9 shields instead if enemies are not planning to attack targeted ally. Pretty good. Combo attack. 1 to 2 damage to an enemy twice. Affected by ability power. 1 to 2 damage 2 times is pretty decent. 4 shields actually gives me a way to actually do some protection on my guy that's sucking attacks. So 9 shields if they're not planning to attack him. But he could draw attacks if no one is. Yeah, I'll take that, I guess. Okay, I could only do that once. That's too bad. Yeah, I don't know that I need much of anything else. But I've got the cash. So let's give everybody some investigation. Oh, I can just keep doing that. Okay. Or do I need to click improve everyone? Okay, yeah, it's a 1 deal thing. All right, 2 extra stealth. Sure, let's give Sarah maximum stealth. We still have a decent amount of cash. All right. We've done everything we possibly can. I don't feel like I'm that powerful compared to last time. I had a lot more fights before. Change your formation. We're fine with that. We can have up to 4 people, so there are some things that'll let you like get a robot or a little lizard buddy to fight with you. We're all healed up, so let's head up and see what we got. This is a safe and comfortable place. Set up camp and allow yourself to relax. When you close your eyes, the pebbles under your back even feel kind of like a massage. I guess we'll rest for free. Finally, a breather. Time to rest and let yourself unwind a little. Things will get worse, sure, but right now they're on the lesser side of worse. Crom has gained the well-rested trait, health fully recovered. So with well-rested, +1 ability power. Ray. I've been thinking, have you ever considered why we don't have any sort of centralized government? I think local tribes would benefit from it greatly. Are you serious? Do you remember what the last sort of centralized government did to us? They weren't nice people, sure, but look around. It's like we're living in the rubber age. People are plagued by the issues that have long solved by technology. It's just that we're too fractured to recreate all that knowledge and rebuild civilization. What for? so that once again a small pool of people could accumulate all that knowledge and set them upon the rest of us when the fuckers feed the planet? Hasn't history taught you anything? Never give anyone an inch of power over you. So this is kind of post-apocalyptic, so they're kind of implying that all their, Jeff Bezos has left the planet and stuff. Is this a political compass type of situation? The authoritarian versus libertarian axis? Lovely. I love to discuss politics. Nothing ever goes wrong when people discuss politics. Surely you both understand there's no ultimate solution to your question, and the different forms of government fit different societies depending on the specific issues they need to tackle. I do, however, happen to have a manifesto that explains my view of our current society, and it's only 40 pages long. Now, which of you would like to read it first? Ray and Sarah are curiously unanimous. That's the same thing that happens every time I've done a rest at one of these, kind of gone through that. So I've seen it before, although I did stumble over some of the words. If I take more time, I probably wouldn't stumble so much, but there you go. All right, we got the boss. I'm curious to see if it's going to be the same boss as last time. Yep, looks like it. All right, the air smells of chemicals. A group of thugs seem to have burgled the Technomancer Guild and is currently dragging the loot away. Some barrels are cracked, leaking contents all over the place. The thugs' leader is Big Boy Billy, a man with a barrel-sized belly and a nut-sized brain. It's extremely unwise to disturb someone else's smuggling operation, but the passage is too narrow to just sneak past. A scout bird flies over with an anxious screech. If you do nothing, they'll discover you, and Big Boy Billy never leaves witnesses. So blow up the barrels, distract him. So persuasion or willpower, it's a challenging check. Probably not so easy. I know I've got maxed out stealth, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Blow up the barrels. So, of course, Sarah, even maxed out, yeah, it's really odd. Maxed out stealth, 90%. I guess he does have some stealth and knowledge, so I guess that's 5 pips. That's still 5. It should be about the same. 90 or 95. I guess we'll go 95. Success! You can't sneak around Billy's thugs, but Ray manages to crawl to a stray carriage and throw a grenade in. It goes very much boom. The contents of the barrels are pulverized, engulfing everything in an oddly colored mist. You rush in to finish Billy before he pulls his wits together. Alright, this is actually a pretty tough fight. So, we have this guy. If he takes 4 damage, he will skip an attack. This person, if they're hit, will do extra damage. So she is going to do elimination abilities, minus 50% accuracy till end of turn. This is really bad. And this guy shoots a big gun and throws barrels at spaces and then shoots at them to blow them up, which is not great. I find her to be the most dangerous. He's the one I can kind of whittle down a little bit. Let's see. So she's taken a whole lot of shots. Okay, I do have my bleed, but I might... Well, I mean, she could dodge the first hit coming in, so we could do that, just so I could get a bleed off on somebody. What else can I do with my new abilities? So we've got 4 to 5, give someone 4 shields, 9 if they're not being attacked. Everyone's being attacked except for him. And you just have your basic stuff. She does have a 15% chance, potentially, to avoid getting hit. So I'm assuming their probably base is 100%. But that still is an 85% chance they're going to hit, so it's pretty bad. Okay. So I could do enough to just drop him out if I do this. But then I'll have to use Encourage next time to refresh all the abilities. So that's an option. I could draw somebody to him to attack, or I could start bleeding somebody out, which I probably want to do to her. Yeah, let's get some damage on her. I actually got a crit. Nice. Alright, so every turn she's going to take 2 damage. So you're going to do 2 damage, and that's it. Probably I should just dodge with her. So the first attack will get dodged. I could stop that and then end up dodging that. Alright, let's do that. Spreading around a bunch of damage. Okay, got tagged by the second one. Throws out a barrel, so next time he's going to shoot it and try to blow it up. If it does blow up, 2 damage to all allies and exhausts their abilities when destroyed, which is not great. And we all have kind of, well, she's fine, but the other two are going to have a good chance of missing any of their attacks. I'm tempted to just see what this does, because I haven't had it before. It's a bit worrying. Let's see what it does. Oh, gave me a bonus action. Okay. Okay, well, in that case. So I'm at 3 damage. I'm being attacked. I could do more if I'm not being attacked, but I can only draw 1 attack away. This guy's doing 8 damage. I've got to pull him off. I could just give him some shields. No, I can't. Alright, let's give you extra ability points. So we're up to just a ton of damage. I could kill her off. She's going to bleed out in a couple turns anyway, though. So, hoping for crits, but it's not coming. Alright, we're going to take some damage here. So finish him off. He's not even attacking anymore. I could take her out. I'm not sure if the bleed's going to take before the action. Okay, it is before the action. And we take damage from that. Throws out another one. So we got to clear out all these guys as quick as possible, because this is going to get real bad real quick. It seems like I can... Yes, this gives 1 action when used. No downside? In question marks. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. Right. What do we got? I've got to taunt somebody to get your abilities back. Let's taunt the big guy. I'd like to get a bleed on him going. And you can give extra abilities, so let's do that. Yeah, let's kill him. See how long Crom can keep sucking hits, but it's not going to take too long for him to go down if he keeps getting shot. Alright, now you're going for the barrel, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'd like to do something else, but I want to stop him from blowing that barrel up, because it'll stun everybody, so that's pretty bad. Alright, draw that in. I could give him some shields. I could hit him and it reduces damage. Yeah, maybe we just do some damage to him. Well, that is going to increase his attack, isn't it? Not great, not great. But I've got to hit him sooner or later. She's going to do a decent chunk of damage here because she's not being attacked. So it's 3. I could make it more, but only by a couple. If this guy's really dangerous. You're in trouble. I kind of need to shield you because otherwise you're going to go down. So have some shields. And let's see. Do I hit this guy? Do I start working on the boss a little bit? I kind of want to whittle him down to just the boss. That's kind of the plan, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Oh! He went for whoever attacks him. Okay, I got to bring her back. Alright, you're buffing yourself. You're attacking the barrel. I don't want the barrel to go down. This might be a good opportunity to kill this guy if I can. Okay, you're not being attacked, so that is 3. I can buff and do additional damage. That's 5. I don't think it's enough if I want to hit. Yeah, I can do about 8. Unless I crit. Well, we could do this as well to get some extra damage in, so let's do that. Gonna go all that just to kill him. But it does mean this barrel's gonna blow up. Yeah, we don't even get a chance to do anything. He blows that up. Throws out another barrel. Alright, we're down to just this dude. Okay. Draw his fire. Next turn, we'll use that bleed effect on him, hopefully. You give her more ability power. Just hit. That's all I can do. He's getting trashed. Okay. Again, going for the barrel. So this one, 4 damage. That's really bad. Okay. We probably want to do the same thing. I probably want to use this. I could get the bleed on him, but I've got to stop him from blowing up this barrel or we're in a lot of trouble. So I'm just going to have to keep drawing his attention. I should have done that the other way. I could have given him more shields. I'm trying to go a little quickly, and I probably should slow down a little bit to make sure I'm doing things in the right order. I was hoping for a crit or something there. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to use the extra action here this time. So you... Let's go with... I want to bleed him. But I don't know if I can. I could do both actions with him, draw the attacks, and then bleed him at the same time. Alright, let's give you some extra ability. You... Let's provoke him. Give you the other action. Get him to actually be taking some damage every turn. A little bit of more damage in. Alright, so now we got him bleeding out. That's enough armor to just suck those shots. Okay. So the extra ability gives him extra armor, and that's something I didn't pick up on last time I played, so that's actually really good. So if I can boost his ability power, then he can just draw those attacks. So maybe I'll do that again. Could even give him another action, but I'm going to hold off because I'm a little concerned about what negative effects are going to come in. So we've got 4 armor, so those shots will just not do anything. And she's going to do more damage. She's not being targeted, so she's going to just keep stabbing him in the back, and he's going to keep bleeding. That's the plan. I didn't realize at first the ability power boosted his armor. So that is pretty fantastic. We can just keep cheesing that. And this boss is toast. And the bleed kills him. New ability available, which isn't going to matter. Let's just see what we got. Give it all. Skip your next action. Deal 7-8 damage to an enemy. It's okay. Bring it on. +2 armor till the end of turn. Retaliate against the first enemy targeting you. Counterattack follows enemy action. Deals 3 to 4 damage. It's okay. Counterattack. Retaliate against the first enemy targeting you. Counterattack follows enemy action. Deals 7 damage. This is armor and 3 to 4. This is just, I'm going to hit you for 7 if you attack me. She's pretty weak, so I don't know if I really want to take anything that's going to invite attacks necessarily. If attacks coming at me and I can avoid it, I'm just going to avoid it. So Bring It On's not bad because it does give me some armor and some damage. I do like these 7 because a lot of enemies don't have that much health. That's a pretty massive hit. I'll take Counterattack just as an emergency because it might be enough to just kill somebody outright, but that's going to be basically it, I think. Phew, it was tough. The way Billy kept blowing up his own loot to end you, this man would have been a treasure for a zealous suicide cult. As it stands, he's more of a treasure box. For you, you loot the remains thoroughly, grabbing everything you can, including Billy's personal support system. Bad Boy's Bridle. Thought it was a girdle for a second. -3 ability power and a bonus action every turn. I don't know if I like that. The extra action's nice, but the -3 power is pretty catastrophically bad. Unfortunately, you blew the barrels up, meaning you can't loot the looters further. Oh well. Alright, that's it. Victory. We finished. Only had 2 battles. Got 17 creds, 2 rests taken, 0 skill checks failed, 4,164 points. We'll see how that racks up with my other run. So yeah, my previous run, I did more fights and got 3966. So in that one, 3 battles, 33 creds, 2 rests. Yeah, I'm not sure why there was such a big difference. I had a bit more items and stuff too, and a lot more level ups, as you can kind of see. But yeah, that's kind of a quick look at Ragtag Crew, which is like an early playtest state, which I think is probably like alpha-ish, maybe pre-alpha. But I really like this. I really like the art style. I like a lot of the kind of interesting interactions. I like a lot of the kind of way the combat works and everything. It's nice to have kind of a little bit different kind of thing. It's sort of Darkest Dungeon reminiscent with your group, but a little bit different. We've got some abilities we have to reset. I can only use once. I do like that I get to use all my guys first and the enemies go. I maybe would like to see maybe something a little different, more like Darkest Dungeon where you did, or a lot of other games where you had some kind of initiative order and could see the initiative order, but doing all the attacks on one side, then all on the other works as well. It's more kind of XCOM-y that way. But yeah, it's kind of a cool setting. I like a lot of the designs. I like the fact that the character models are different depending on the personalities you pick. A lot of good stuff here. So if you're interested in this, you can ask to be included in the playtest. And when I checked like a few days ago, it was like, yeah, fine, sure. It was just an instant yes. So if you're interested in it, check it out. This has been more Ragtag Crew. I've been DisturbingPuppet. Hopefully I'll see you all again some other time when I can actually talk a little better. All right, have a good one.